November 16, 2025. The world witnesses a seismic shift in global trade and power. A new railway now links China and Iran, not just as a transport route, but as a bold declaration of a new world order. The inaugural freight train from China has arrived in Tehran, signaling a dramatic reorientation of economic gravity toward the east. This overland corridor bypasses traditional maritime choke points, forging a resilient partnership between Beijing and Tehran. The railway binds Central Asia into a new economic ecosystem, where infrastructure is the new currency of influence. As this steel artery opens, it promises to redraw alliances, accelerate trade, and challenge the foundations of the global system. To truly grasp the railway's significance today, we must journey back in time to the legendary Silk Road, a vast network of routes that once stretched across continents, linking distant civilizations and cultures. This ancient artery connected China and Persia, serving as a lifeline for the exchange of goods, ideas, and traditions for centuries. Now, this new railway route stands as a modern revival of that historic passage, aiming to restore the primacy of the Eurasian heartland after centuries of Western maritime dominance, and to reawaken the spirit of overland trade. For both China and Iran, the railway represents far more than commerce. It's a bold bid to reclaim their traditional roles as vital continental hubs, connecting East and West. The project is a direct response to centuries of dependency on sea routes controlled by Western powers, which shaped the flow of global trade and often left landlocked nations at a disadvantage. By investing in this ambitious corridor, Beijing and Tehran are not only building infrastructure, they are actively rewriting the rules of global trade, drawing strength from their shared Silk Road legacy and forging a new path forward. This is not just about steel tracks and locomotives. It's a powerful statement of historical destiny, a symbol of renewed partnership, and a direct challenge to the old order that has long dominated world commerce. On November 2, 2025, a historic moment unfolded as the very first freight train departed from Xi'an, China. This marked the beginning of a new era in transcontinental trade and connectivity, as the train set out on its ambitious journey across Asia. Covering an impressive distance of 9,500 kilometers, the train traveled all the way to Tehran, Iran, completing the journey in just 14 days. A remarkable feat that once seemed impossible. The route winds through Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and Turkmenistan, traversing diverse landscapes and challenging terrains. It stands as a logistical marvel and forms a vital cornerstone of China's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative, connecting East and West like never before. At the inauguration, both Chinese and Iranian officials celebrated the railway as more than just infrastructure. It is a powerful bridge of friendship, a symbol of international cooperation, and a catalyst for shared prosperity between nations. By dramatically slashing transit times compared to traditional sea routes, the railway offers immense advantages for businesses, exporters, and global supply chains, making trade faster, more reliable, and more efficient. The initial trains are loaded with a wide variety of goods, including electronics, auto parts, minerals, and petrochemicals, reflecting the diverse economic ties between the regions. Ambitious plans are already in place to expand operations, with daily service expected by 2028, further boosting trade and connectivity across the continent. A dedicated joint commission, made up of experts from all participating countries, oversees daily operations and future expansion, ensuring seamless coordination and smooth functioning of this vast network. The triumphant arrival of the first train in Tehran is a powerful testament that this grand vision has become a reality, ushering in a new chapter of regional cooperation and economic growth. The China-Iran Railway is a strategic alliance, challenging the US-led order and creating a formidable economic bloc. China secures energy and influence. Iran gains an economic lifeline and a powerful partner. This new axis intensifies regional rivalries, especially with India, whose own connectivity projects lag behind. The railway sidelines India's ambitions and signals to the West that sanctions and pressure have limits. Central Asian nations, now more integrated with China, face new political realities as their economies align with Beijing. The corridor is a symbol of a multipolar world, where power is more diffuse and alliances are shifting. China's strategic footprint in Central Asia deepens, reshaping the region's political landscape. The China-Iran Railway is engineered to bypass Western sanctions, creating a secure channel for trade. Goods move overland, settled in local currencies, beyond the reach of US financial controls. This closed-loop system allows Iran to export resources and import Chinese goods, undermining the effectiveness of sanctions. The project signals to other nations that alternatives to US economic dictates are possible. For China, it's a step toward de-dollarizing trade and building a parallel financial system. The railway is the backbone of this new autonomy, challenging the global economic order. It's a tangible alternative for countries seeking strategic independence. China's Malacca dilemma, its reliance on the Strait of Malacca, has long been a strategic vulnerability. The China-Iran Railway offers a secure overland alternative, reducing dependence on risky maritime routes. It connects China directly to Middle Eastern energy, providing a vital insurance policy for its economy. For Iran, it guarantees a steady customer for its exports, immune to naval blockades. The corridor also enables Chinese exports to reach Europe and the Middle East without maritime risks. As global competition intensifies, bypassing choke points becomes crucial. This railway is a key piece of China's strategy to secure supply chains and assert global influence. Central Asia, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan are now vital links in this new economic corridor. Their geography, once a disadvantage, is now their greatest asset, transforming them into active players in Eurasian trade. The railway opens new markets, generates transit revenue, and spurs infrastructure investment. These nations must balance ties with China, Russia, and the West, navigating complex geopolitical terrain. As Chinese investment grows, Central Asia's fortunes become increasingly tied to Beijing. The steel tracks are binding the heart of Asia to China, reshaping the region for generations. The railway creates clear winners: China, Iran, and Central Asia, who gain trade, investment, and strategic clout. India's regional ambitions are set back, as its projects are overshadowed by China's decisive moves. Maritime hubs like Singapore and Dubai may lose transit volumes as cargo shifts to land. Russia faces competition for transit routes and influence in Central Asia, complicating its position. The United States sees its power to shape global trade eroded as new systems bypass its controls. The corridor accelerates the shift to a multipolar world outside American influence. Every container on this route is a victory for a new vision of global order. The China-Iran Railway marks a pivotal turning point in global trade, signaling the rise of a truly connected Eurasia. This ambitious project is more than just a railway. It's a symbol of a new era where distant nations are brought closer together by shared infrastructure and vision. It's a model for future corridors, weaving Asia together with steel rails and fiber optics that carry not just goods, but also information and opportunity. These connections are laying the groundwork for a networked continent where ideas and innovation can travel as freely as freight. The project could unlock vast economic potential, transforming remote regions into new centres of innovation and growth, far from traditional economic hubs. Small towns and rural areas may soon become vital links in a global chain of commerce. Yet, this transformation also brings new competition and emerging geopolitical fault lines, as nations vie for influence along these critical routes. The stakes are high, and the balance of power is shifting. This railway is a bold declaration that a new world is being built, one defined by those who connect, not just those who control. It's a testament to the power of collaboration and vision. As commerce flows across the continent, alliances will shift, economies will adapt, and the global map will be redrawn in real time. The ripple effects will be felt far beyond Eurasia. The era of the new Silk Roads has begun, and the world is changing before our eyes. The future of trade, connection, and cooperation is being written on these tracks.